Hi guys, how are you? You are looking wonderful today as normal. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just a little video to say thanks to you for all the suggestions for books that you gave me. So I'm going to read through them, what people gave me. Keep them coming if you can. And the next video will be on crime books, what you like to read in terms of this community, this crime community. Here we go. A Prayer for Owen Meany. Brilliant book, incredible book. I've read it about twice, I think, and it was recommended to me by a lovely Irish ex-boyfriend. It's truly worth it, chilling, incredible. A Prayer for Owen Meany, and that was sent in by Martin Dean. Thank you, Martin. Second one is The Bad Place by Dean Koontz. I haven't read much of their stuff, so I don't know. That was sent in by Paula Parkinson. King Gustav III by Miss MacGyver was sent in. Sounds incredible. I looked through a few pictures and a little bit, so I'm going to do a bit of research on that one. Beneath the Tree by J.D. Turner was sent in by Peter Howells. The Bible was sent in by Subway Switch, and I didn't say who that was written by because everyone has their own ideas about that one, but thank you for sending that in. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte was sent in by Frida Baxter. Incredible, incredible book. And if you can ever get to the heart of England, please do go and visit these moors, go and visit this place, because it's exactly how they describe it, exactly this wildness, this windy, rocky terrain. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful book. Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. Haven't read it. That was sent in by James Richardson King. Thank you, James. How to Make a Great Living Teaching Online by John Purcell was sent in by Fingal UK, who are always so supportive. And this, I think, is a Kindle book, or you can get it on Amazon, I think. And yeah, it does what it says on the tin. You can see it, and it's all outlined about how you can make a great living online. I think selling something, I can't remember the word. That's good of me, isn't it? Okay, Anna Karenina by Tolstoy, of course, and Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Jane Eyre. If you haven't read it, and if something is putting you off about it, that you think, oh, it's a girl's book, or it's hard to read, or it's too classic that you can't relate to it, please give it a go. It's incredible, and as a woman, the way that a woman's thoughts are written about is, especially for that time, is incredible. Really worth a read. I haven't read Anna Karenina, and it's a bit like War and Peace. It's two on my list that I'm kind of going, when am I actually going to do it? And when can I, take a chunk out of those big texts? Incredible authors, though. Thanks to Billy No Mates for the J.R. Hartley reference. If you are English or in the UK, you will know what he's talking about. And yes, I do. Fly fishing. Not read it. Please, Billy No Mates, I tell you what, can you write it? Okay. A Mother's Reckoning by Sue Klebold was sent in by Mary Weiss. Thanks for that, lovely Mary. I had a little look about that, and I was actually thinking about reading that myself because you've sparked my interest on that one. Interesting ones here. This is a well-read person, again from Figgle UK. The Undergrowth of Science by Walter Gretzer, and Quantum by Manjit Kumar. The Undergrowth of Science looks fascinating, and I think it's not what it sounds like. And from what I can read, it's something to do with the human condition, something to do with our reactions to something, I think. Anyway, Fingal sent in The Undergrowth of Science, and to me it looks fascinating. Check it out. You can click on all these, of course, and you'll see the covers. And for me, sometimes it's really interesting to see the cover of something. That also has to spark me, and it just shows you how what visual beings we are. Reincarnation by Barbara Erskine, sent in by Laura Walton. I couldn't find this, but I found The Lady of Hay, and that's another one that she recommends. So Lady of Hay by Barbara Erskine. The Outsider by Colin Wilson was sent in by Crime Curious. I don't know anything about this book, but I'm just reading out recommendations. You may want to go and check it out. The World's Greatest Test Pilot. This is a great one. Again, Billy No Mate sent this one in, by Captain Eric Brown. Sounds fascinating. I think it's the guy that has been on record for flying the most diverse amount of planes, 400 and something. And he spoke in German, but he was only taught German in a very short space of time or something, so that he could fly these aircraft. Anyway, he is on record for flying the most amount of different types of aircraft. So that sounds fascinating. Superstition by David Ambrose was sent in by Kybel Kordax. I'm sorry if I haven't said your name right. Rage by Rob Woodward was sent in by the lovely Lex Kalia. Thanks for that, Lex. And that looks fascinating as well, about Trump, obviously. And Lex says that she can't put it down. So that could be terrifying and incredible in equal measures. So I will go and check that one out. And one by me, above all of, on top of all of these, and I like a lot of these books, I was speaking to someone recently about, do you remember Flowers in the Attic by Virginia Andrews? I don't know how old you are when you grew up. And it was this incredibly terrifying novel about a stepmother or something or a grandmother who put these grandchildren in the attic, and they basically had to live out their life there in the darkness. And it's really horrific. But then she wrote a series. I guess it could be classed as sort of teenage novels, but it's not really. A beautiful, beautiful sort of, oh God, come on, sequence of books all joined together and intertwined. And another one, I think one of my most favourite books is Supernature. And it's by Lyle somebody, and I've only got the book of it, and it was like from the 60s or 70s. I don't know whether it's still in print, but I think you can still get hold of it. Supernature, and it's incredible. It's about the most mystical and incredible things that are found in the credible world, in the animal and in the natural world as well. Yeah, more animal and mineral than human, I think. And it just, you know, all those questions why and how that you have inside you, some of them are answered here. It talks about how you know, a cockroach, if you cut off the head of a cockroach and you put it on the back of a cockroach with its head, if you chop off the head of a cockroach that's upright and then you stick another one on its back, the one on its back will be able to control the legs of the one walking. Things like this. It's about the incredible unbelievable part of nature that you wouldn't think is true and wouldn't think exists, but it does, and it's absolutely mind-blowing and really worth reading. So Supernature, go out and get it, have a read of it, have a read even just of a little chapter. It's absolutely stunning. So thank you so much for all these recommendations. I'm going to go and check them all out. And I know it's really important for people to get recommendations for books. It's really boggling, isn't it, when you go to a bookshop? I can't, my brain doesn't work like that. I can't just focus and think, you know, without any recommendations. Next time, if you can, guys, now send in your crime preferences, your crime books that you've loved and that you would recommend to me. I'm reading one called 13 at the moment. I think it's about a killer actually being on the jury of a murder or something like that. So my sister recommended it. It's supposed to be really, really good. So I'm going to give that a go. So yes, give me your